another episode of Open the Door. It has been a while. Months, actually. There's been a lot going on. So I'll catch you guys up. And what we'll do is start off with every episode, of course, where, disclosure. I'm not a therapist, counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, any type of those things. I'm just here to, give advice. Advice that I should take myself, but I can't. It's weird. Catch-22 or whatever that word is, So what we're going to do is catch up on my life a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the episode called Clear. And what's funny is the song playing right now, and which you hear the opening, is actually Clear from bensounds.org. So you can go there and get several free, royalty-free songs, as long as you give credit, which I should have put it in the description, but I did say it, so that counts. And also we have coming up now, it's actually Glass from Edenview. To be honest, the EP or LP evades me right now. I want to say it's Edenview, a band that's awesome, and the CD is I have no idea, sorry. So, but anyway, you find them on iTunes, Edenview, EdenView. You can look up Rabbit Hole, The Real Me, Glass, Price of Rome, Road to Nowhere, something I recommend. So there's a lot of songs on there, and I appreciate them letting me use the music for this stuff. I've used it several times, and I think they're like the unofficial sponsor. So that was my freebie. Like, yeah, using music. Okay, cool. Anyway, also the lead singer is my cousin, but whatever. Yeah, I got the in. So all right, let's get to catching up. My life has turned way worse. I know I sound like I'm okay right now, but it's fake it till you make it kind of thing, I'm good at faking it, so that's what she said. Oh, I don't know, that's not good. Anyway, so, sorry, let's get to what's going on. I have, dissociation disorder, dissociation, not at all, that's my bad. I suffer from hallucinations, both visual and audio. I started taking medicine for it, Abilify. It actually made things worse. It gave me a bad reaction. I was having muscle spasms pretty bad. There's a video, I'm not going to show anybody, but there's a video. And it's really bad. So I stopped taking that as requested by my psychiatrist, and I go in this coming Friday, which will be the 30th of June, I believe, to get more medicine and see what's going on. My only issue is Abilify was the lower dose of the antipsychotics, so we'll see what happens. I'm taking the anti-anxiety and antidepressant. To be honest, I haven't seen any effect differently. It's supposed to normal you out or level you out, whatever. I still do hallucinations. I still feel depressed every day. Maybe my brain's just too powerful for the drugs. So my brain is powerful, which is not a good thing. Alright, so you caught up now. Cool. My little ones are annoying, and I love them still, but, whatever. Let's go into the coping mechanism. Clear is also the title, but it's also a coping mechanism or a coping skill I think everybody should have that has depression or any kind of anxiety issue or anything like that. Clearing your mind is a great thing if you can do it. I suffer from racing thoughts. I go on tangents in my thoughts, so it just keeps going. If there's any chance I can clear my mind, that's the best thing I can do. I try to literally think of nothing, blackness, darkness, I think of that. But when I do that, I go, oh, dark, I love the dark. Oh, remember that thing in the dark? Yeah, it's great, I love it. And then my mind will just go on a tangent a little. So try your best to think of nothing, like darkness. Cover your eyes and look. So you cover your eyes with something like a sleep mask and keep your eyes open as long as it's fully covered in black. Or you can stare at the back of your eyelids, either way. And just look into that darkness, into that void. And think of nothing, like emptiness, nothing. Clear your mind. and for that brief second, or however long, then guess what? You're not depressed. You're not feeling anything because you're not thinking about anything. Wow, pardon me. And so therefore you're not worried about anything. You're just clear-minded. I'm hoping that one day I can get... Sorry, it's late. I'm hoping that one day I can get to at least maybe 10, 20 seconds. Life goals, right? Okay, so there's also a lot of other coping mechanisms. That's just one. Let's look into some others. These are defense mechanisms, though. So this is a website called Psych Central, PsychCentral.com, PsychCentral.com. There's a lot of primitive defense mechanisms. Denial is one of them. Refusal to accept the reality or fact that things are happening to you. You're acting as if a painful event, thought, or feeling did not exist, which I just can't do. I mean, regression. Number 2 is regression. Is a reversion to an earlier stage of development in the face of unacceptable thoughts or impulses. So, say, you have a breakdown and you regress back to childhood. You're like, oh, I want my mommy, or I want to play video games and do nothing else. That happens. 3 is acting out, performing an extreme behavior in order to express thoughts or feelings the person feels incapable of otherwise expressing. Instead of saying, I'm angry with you, a person who acts out may instead throw a book at the person. So that's acting out. And these are a lot of association with kids and stuff like that growing up, but adults can have these too. Disassociation is when a person loses track of time and or person and instead finds another representation of this self in order to continue in the moment. A person who disassociates often loses track of time or themselves and their usual thought processes and memories. Well, that's a bad one. Compartmentalization, that's a big word. Compartmentalization is a lesser form of dissociation, wherein parts of oneself are separated from awareness or other parts and behaving as if one had separate sets of values. For example, might be an honest person who cheats on their income taxes return and keeps their two value systems distinct and unintegrated while remaining unconscious of the cognitive dissonance. Projection. Essentially, that's like you project your feeling your thoughts on other people. Reaction formation is an interesting one. Reaction formation is the converting of unwanted or dangerous thoughts, feelings, or impulses into the opposites. For instance, a woman who is very angry with her boss and would like to quit her job may instead be overly kind and generous toward her boss and express a desire to keep working there forever. On to page 2. PsychCentral.com. PsychCentral.com. These might help people, they might not. This is just something I think would be interesting to put out there. So, yeah. Alright, so these are less primitive, more mature defense mechanisms. Repression. Hello. Repression is the unconscious blocking of unacceptable thoughts, feelings, and impulses. The key to repression is that people do it unconsciously, so they often have very little control over it. Repressed memories are memories that have been unconsciously blocked from access or view. But because memory is very malleable and ever-changing, it is not like playing back a DVD of your life. The DVD has been filtered and even altered by your life experiences, even by, what you've read or viewed. So essentially you change your own thoughts by your daily life. Even past thoughts that you think, oh, this did happen, but did it really? Because maybe you just changed it by watching a movie or by reading a book, whatever. Displacement. Displacement is a redirecting of thoughts, feelings, and impulses directed at one person or object, but taken out upon another person or object. So like say you're mad at one person, but you just take it out on somebody else, which is not good. Oh my god, these words are crazy. Intellectualization. Intellectualization is the overemphasis on thinking when confronted with an unacceptable impulse. situation, or behavior without employing any emotions whatsoever to help mediate and place the thoughts into emotional human context. I really hope you'll be able to hear this all because it's loud. The music's loud. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. Hopefully you guys heard all that. I don't have to go back, but I'll listen to it a little bit and hopefully it did not, over go with my voice. Rationalization, we're on number 11 at psychcentral.com. Psychcentral.com. These are less primitive, more mature defense mechanisms for coping. Rationalization. Rationalization is putting something into a different light or offering a different explanation for one's perceptions or behaviors in the face of a changing reality. For instance, a woman who starts dating a man she really likes and thinks the world of is suddenly dumped by the man for no reason. She reframes the situation in her mind with, I suspected he was a loser all along. So yeah, that's rationalization. So instead of saying, I'm depressed because I'm a boring, stupid idiot, I'm depressed because I just have mental issues and a lot's happened in my life to cause this. So it's kind of like the more positive approach to things. Undoing, easy to say and interesting. Undoing is the attempt to take back an unconscious behavior or thought that is unacceptable or hurtful. For instance, after realizing you just insulted your significant other, unintentionally you might spend the next hour praising their beauty, charm, and intellect. By undoing the previous action, the person is attempting to counteract the damage done by the original comment, hoping the two will balance one another out. And these are mature defense mechanisms. Sublimation. Sublimation is simply the channeling of unacceptable impulses, thoughts, and emotions into more acceptable ones. I.e., when a person has sexual impulses they would like not to act upon, they may instead focus on rigorous exercise. Refocusing, such unacceptable or harmful impulses into productive uses of helps a person channel energy that otherwise would be lost or used in a manner that might cause the person more anxiety. Yeah, I know that. So, compensation. Compensation is a process of psychologically counterbalancing perceived weakness by emphasizing strength in other arenas. So, you may be physically weak, but intellectually strong, and you concentrate on that as opposed to I'm so weak, I can't do anything. But if, let's say, you're a very frail and weak engineer, so you're not very strong, but you're strong-minded. Your brain is like a freaking trap. Maybe. I have no idea if it's written. I'll give let's see. Compensation is a process of psychologically counterbalancing perceived weaknesses by emphasizing strengths in other arenas. By emphasizing and focusing on one's strength, a person is recognizing they cannot be strong at all things and in all areas in their lives. For instance, when a person says, I may not know how to cook, but I can sure do the dishes. See? Positive spin. Assertiveness. Assertiveness is the emphasis of a person's needs or thoughts in a manner that is respectful, direct, and firm. So you just be assertive, essentially, instead of an a-hole. That is a 15. Let's go to another, let's see here. We're going to jump on Google, check out some more. Check out some more. Check out some more. Let's see. The term coping is actually generally refers to adaptive